What's your talent? What's your skills? Have you ever thought about creating your own podcast? Well, at Anchor FM, turn that thought into reality. Anchor FM have all the tools that you ever need to start podcasting today. Sign up now. Get your podcast listed on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. All the tools you need are available. Start today. Hello, this is Willie Woods, your financial nut. Why the financial nut? Because I like to do things a little bit different. Crazy, kind of, or maybe even nutty. But first off, I would like to take care of a little business. I would like to inform you that this information is for entertainment purposes only. This information, if used, is at your own risk and your own expense. I cannot be held and will not be held accountable for any good and bad decisions that you make in reference to this podcast. Thank you. You have a great day. Hello, this is Willie Woods, the Financial Nut, and I'm coming to you today. Somebody heard me talking about NBA, and they wanted to know what did I mean by NBA. NBA to me is just a little acronym, and it's for Never Broke Again. And what it means is that if you got some money somewhere, then you can never be broke. So that is the goal. That's what I'm striving for. I'm striving to never be broke again. So in order for me to never be broke again, I've got to always have some money somewhere, even if it's not in my pocket, even if it's not on my credit card, even if it's nowhere around me. I've got to have some money. And that means that, I can't really buy nothing with what I have or whatever, but it doesn't mean that I am broke. And that's what my goal is. My goal is to never be broke again. I don't want to be where there's no money for me and there's no way for me to get money. I want there to always be some money there, and I want there to always be a way to get some money. Now, it may not be much. You could have a little savings with $300 or $400 and that you don't touch, and that could be you'll never be broke again money. And even though you know how I dislike banks, you could put it in a bank, and it'll be in the bank waiting for you if you ever need it. But it's just a little saying, that I use to. I guess it's a motivational saying. It motivates me to control my spending. It motivates me to save and invest. It motivates me to do the things that I need to do to get on the road that I need to get on. Now, I'm like anybody else. You put me in a good store and I want to spend. I love food, so I'm always trying to go out and buying somebody's fast food or trying some new food or whatever. So, I like to spend money, and I know that. So if I'm a spender, that's okay. As long as I get it in my mind that I'm also going to be a saver and I'm also going to be an investor. And I would hope to save and invest just as much as I spend. And to me, if I could do that, then, I hit that point of never being broke again. When I retire, and I will, I want to retire and I don't want to have to worry about where I'm going to get the money from, where money's coming from, where I'm going to live. I don't want to have to worry about that. I want everything basically in place so that the transition will be smooth. And what I'm learning is, in order to have a smooth transition, you have to develop and create a set of skills that will allow you to always be able to generate income no matter where you're at. Now, am I saying that you're going to be generating a lot of income? No. But if you get to the point where you have no debt, you don't really need that much income to live off of. And if you have a small savings, maybe that'll tide you over until you die. I don't know. But I don't want to be the one out there broke, totally broke, busted, disgusted. Can't find a pot to piss in. That's not what I want. Now, am I saying that that's not what I'm going to be? No, I'm not. Because life happens to everybody. And I understand that. But I also understand that you have choices. And sometimes the choices or the decisions you make can determine the outcome of the decisions that you live. So what I try to do is I try to make good choices. And then once I get to the point of making the good choices, because I make good choices, I have extra choices. So I try to make better choices. And because I get to the point where I can make better choices, I look at those better choices and I have extra choices, and then I try to make great choices. So in investing, a good choice would be buying stocks that pay dividends. You could reinvest the money to back into the dividends to grow the amount of stock you have. That could be a good place to be in. A better place to be in is to buy some fantastic stocks that just grow like crazy. Like Tesla was doing, like Apple had done. That's a good place to be in. A great place to be in is a combination of both of them. You have a stock that pays you some money and it grows, or you have a fund that covers all kind of stocks that pay you some money and grows. So it's not about how it happens, it's about that it happens. I could sit here and do nothing. But like right now, I don't have to be on this line doing a podcast. I could be sitting here doing nothing. But I understand that, the more podcasts I do, the more they get out there, eventually somebody's going to hear them and start listening to them. Plus, as I do them, eventually I'll get better. I'll stop saying and I'll get better, and I'll do them really well, and they'll start sounding better, and more people will pick them up, and who knows, some radio station or some television station might come and get me to do a little session. I don't know, but I put that out there because that's the kind of direction I'm headed in. That's the kind of direction I want to head in. I want to put it down so that I will never be broke again. And by me never being broke again, what that means is my family will never be broke again. So I don't only want to create wealth, I want to create generational wealth. And I don't want to only me be the one to do it. I want to teach my family so they can do it. So you got to understand it's more of a passion than anything. You got to start thinking about more than yourself. A lot of us, we think about ourselves and we do the things that pleases us, but sometimes you have to please somebody else. And a lot of times when you start working on pleasing somebody else, them doors open and them blessings flow. And when the doors open and the blessings flow, you've got to be able to walk through them doors, and you got to be able to grab them blessings. And if you're prepared, you'll be able to do it. If you're not prepared, you just stay right where you're at. So what I'm saying is, not only is this helping me help you, it's helping me help me. Am I making a whole bunch of money doing a podcast? No. Am I wasting a whole bunch of time doing podcasts? No. Each of my podcasts is about 10 minutes. So you're getting 10 minutes of my time. What is 10 minutes worth to me? I don't know. But just to say that, if you could put a little money aside and you never touch that money, it's there, you could have no money anywhere else, but as long as that money is there, you're not broke. That's where I get the NBA from, never broke again. Now, you can join me in being never broke again, or you could be broke. I don't care. I'm just putting it out there so that if it's something that you could roll with, that you roll with it, It doesn't mean that, you can have everything you want. It's not that type of never broke again. It's not the $1 million an NBA basketball player get or anything like that. It's just the fact that you have a little bit of money even when you don't. And they say you should have some kind of savings for emergencies or something. So, start trying to get your emergency cash up. Look at all your expenses and see if there's something you can do without. And if you can do without, take that money and put it into investing in yourself. And when I say investing in yourself, I mean savings, investing, or education. And when I say education, I'm not talking about college or going to school. I'm talking about getting you a book and reading it, outlining that book, learn everything you can from that book, get something out of that book, and then go to the next one and go to the next one. And then pretty soon you'll understand a lot of stuff that you didn't understand, because that's the difference between the pit of the people who have and the people who have not. You have people who understand all that stuff, and you have people who don't. And the people who don't understand it, they don't really pay attention because they don't understand or think that it bothers them. But in the whole scheme of things, it does control their life. Decisions are being made based on these people who have money. And if you're out there and you don't have no money, these decisions are bypassing you. That's why there's so much animosity in this environment, because you have people who have and they keep getting, and people who don't have. And a lot of people say, well, they're greedy. Well, no, they're not greedy. They just have that need to not want to lose everything they have, so they continue to build on it. And that's how you should be. Anyway, this is Willie Woods, the Financial Nut, and I'm out.